the first of 6 Premier League Cups of the group for both Southampton and Leeds United. Well, Saints will want to win to help lift a bit of tension after 3 games without a win. This is already their 5th competition they're taking part in this season. Leeds United, well, they're flying high at the top of their league table. They've lost just once all season. Well, it's live TV coverage this evening at the training ground here at Staplewood. It's the Under-23s Premier League Cup football. It's on the Southampton FC Facebook page and official YouTube channel as well. Always good competition, these, and it's been a real congestion fixture pile-up, really, for Southampton over the last few weeks. Ruddy Jahidi did say there were some tired legs in their last match a few days ago, but hopefully for Southampton they can get back to winning ways this evening. So, a couple of little changes in that Southampton lineup, particularly in the middle there, where Alexandre Jankovic, who only signed from Swiss side Servette last month, starts in the middle for Southampton. That man, Jack Rose, in goal, as he has been for the majority of this season. But another relatively new name at the back there for Southampton is Kane Ramsey, the 17-year-old who signed a professional contract only last month. So for Southampton, it's Jack Rose in goal, a back four of Ramsey, O'Driscoll, O'Connor and Vokins, Jankovic and Slattery, the 2 in the middle. Jan Valery, who most of the time plays right back, playing as a right winger this evening in a 4-2-3-1 with Marcus Barnes on the left, with Will Smallbone playing as that attacking midfielder behind Michael Obafemi as that lone man up front. So those are your sides. Southampton getting us underway to start the campaign for the Premier League Cup for 2018-19, and already over towards the right, towards Kane Ramsey, who kicks it long. Leeds United have a very strong looking lineup. They top their table, as we said, with Majacek in goal, Gotts, Strychik, Diaz the captain, and Davis at the back. Halm and Nicol, the 2 in the middle, with Hosanna, McCalmont and Stevens as the attacking midfielders behind Mylov up front. So those are your sides. Saints substitutes: Clara, Parks, Hamblin, Teller and Johnson. Leeds subs: Ray, Amissa, Adore, Downing and Ollie Casey. Long trip down then for this Leeds United side, a mile round trip of nearly 500 miles. They'll certainly want something out of this game to start their Premier League Cup season with a bang. Southampton will have other ideas this evening here at Staplewood. Throw to be taken then from Vokins for Saints. Aimed towards Slattery, out of play. Callum Slattery, who himself has played the majority of games for Southampton this season and in the last campaign as well. He'll be hoping to get closer to the first seed team this season as well. Here's Vokins. Throw to Leeds United. So as you can see, it's all being played in that corner at the moment. Scrappy start in that one area of the pitch. Another throw to Leeds United. Well, it was introduced this competition in 2013, the Premier League Cup. It was in a bid to improve players' development. It's one that's had a great deal of success over the years as well. Here's Rose. Aimed up towards Valery. Mylov does the chasing for Leeds United, but good play from Ramsey. Here's Valery. Barnes waits for it in the box. In his more advanced position tonight, and it nearly paid off. Great play from Valery. I would say unfavoured, but he burst down that flank all the time as a right back, and he nearly put in a dangerous ball there for Southampton. Well, it is in the style of the Champions League, really, this cup. It's 32 teams, 8 groups. Each team plays home and away, so This is one of 6 games to play for both Southampton and Leeds in the group stages before they get to the last 16 knockout stages. Gotts to take. Hosanna. Gotts again. Decent ball, decent header. Well saved from Rose. Comfortable in the end. But Gotts, big things expected of him. He has got a good delivery on him. And the first ball in the box was effective. Rose sorted that in the end for Southampton. So a fairly lively start then. Southampton coming down the right-hand side from Valerie. Picked up from Majacek in the Leeds United goal, and then that header as well. So hopefully the game continues in that same vein. Referee today is Adrian Quelch, who awards that free kick. Mainly refereed in the National League. Although he has refereed a fair few Saints games over the last couple of years as well at this level. Majacek forward. Here's Haum for Leeds. Decent ball. That should be Ramsey's. Needs to stay focused here. Got there just before McCalmont could. Kane Ramsey, who joined from Chelsea. The academy boss Matt Hale was absolutely raved about him when he arrived. Certainly big things expected of him. Similar player as well to Jan Valerie. And Leeds United now. Good football, but it's intercepted well there from the former Manchester City starlet. Aaron O'Driscoll out of play. Well, these two sides have also been drawn in the same group as Notts County and Newcastle. So both of those sides to play. Home and away between now and early next year, in fact. So the group stages are spaced out. Nicol. Still Nicol. Good ball. Given away forward to Obafemi. He's quick. Can he get the better of his man? He can. Might have to go it alone though. Couldn't quite. Good save from Majacek. Could tell those balls over the top could well be effective for Saints tonight. Michael Obafemi, arguably the quickest man on the pitch tonight. Live TV coverage of this game this evening. Southampton against Leeds Under-23s. It's the Premier League Cup. Group game number 1. And Southampton have a throw which Kane Ramsey will take. Leeds won their last match. But fantastic play this. Obafemi, it was always going to be difficult from that angle. Well, Michael Obafemi, who made his senior debut against Tottenham Hotspur last season at the age of 17 and 199 days. Obviously Saints saw enough of him to put him straight into the senior side. And he's making that place his own as well up front now for Southampton. Jankovic plays it back for Saints. Great play from O'Connor. Obafemi goes deep. It's a free kick. Slattery to take. O'Connor, who spent a lot of last season as the defensive midfielder, Thomas O'Connor, but He's just as comfortable centre-back, and he likes to make those runs as he did there. And here's O'Driscoll. And he goes back again to Rose in the Southampton goal. O'Driscoll again. Valerie. Ramsey back to Rose. Former West Brom goalkeeper. Kicks it past the halfway line. Valerie. Good thing about this Saints side is they do have a lot of versatility in that team, with Valerie there and other players such as O'Connor, as we were saying a second ago. Misplaced ball there from Jankovic. Well, he had been tipped for a move to Spurs before joining Southampton, the 16-year-old, last month. Big prospect. He'll add that little extra bit of competition there in the middle with the likes of Slattery and Smallbone and Rowthorne and co. Roddy Jahidi has been talking about the importance of this competition on the Southampton FC official website going into this game this evening. Saints won this competition 3 years ago. Here's Strajcik for Leeds. Decent ball to Hosanna. Good football. Into Gotts. To the back post. Oh, that's a good header. Really good header from Kane Ramsey. Had he not intervened there, it would have pretty much been a guaranteed Leeds opener. Lovely football. And this man's going to be dangerous tonight, you can tell. Robbie Gotts. Vital header, putting bodies on the line. Saints have that man to thank, the fact that it's still level. Robbie Gotts, the full-back, he can play midfielder and as an attacking player. In fact, when he joined Leeds, he was compared to Wayne Rooney a few years ago, and he's still being tipped for big things as well. The full-back, here he is again. In fact, he did so well at the age of 6, he was stunned coaches with how good he was, but Vokins wins it back for Southampton. O'Connor. Misplaced ball. Hosanna. Here's Nickel. Hosanna again. McCalmont. Off Vokins' foot, Leeds throw. Well, Saints wanted the throw. They're not going to get it, though. Leeds have it this time. Not much in it so far between these two sides. A great header from Ramsey 2 minutes ago, though, keeping this score level. Otherwise, you would think it would have been headed home. Here's Gotts again. Good tackle there from Callum Slattery, and he could put Saints away here. Back to Majacek for Leeds United. Well, you have to say over the last 10-15 years, Southampton and Leeds have been renowned for bringing through young talent. Leeds United, certainly for them in the early noughties, the likes of McPhail, Woodgate and co. Michael Bridges, Alan Smith, all coming through the Leeds Academy, which made them such a force a few years ago. Decent ball in. Ramsey again. And we all know about Southampton's youth policy over the years as well. None more so than Gareth Bale all those years ago. Here's Helm for Leeds. Strychuk. Here's the under-21 Finland international Helm across towards the right. Decent recovery there though from Southampton. Slattery. Back to O'Driscoll. Decent ball from Ramsey. Valerie. Can he find Obafemi? Running in the middle. Still got work to do here, Valerie. But did the best he could in that situation. Jan Valery, nearly 21 years of age now, the Frenchman. Could easily have gone out for a corner, but not to be. Still waiting for that first goal of the evening. Nearly a quarter of an hour gone. Another throw, Southampton's way again. Leeds should have men back covering there, only 2 men in the box for Saints, throws to Leeds. Well, Southampton's next home game isn't for another 2 weeks, that's in the Premier League 2, that's a home to Wolverhampton Wanderers. That will also be live on the Facebook Southampton page and YouTube channel, as we have for all the Premier League Cups, all of the home Premier League 2 games as well. We'll bring you every one of those matches to you live on Facebook and YouTube, as well as the International Cup. Of which Saints have played twice so far. They beat Dynamo Zagreb in the Premier League International Cup 1-0. They drew to Porto. But here against Leeds, deadlock yet to be broken. Here's Gotts. Good play. Slattery's done well tonight to win those challenges. Obafemi's touch is too heavy. Helm to Strychuk. Strychuk again for Leeds. Strychuk's ball is going to be wasted that time. Pascal Strychuk. Just slowed down a little. Roddy Jahidi again will have been encouraged, I think, by those first 5-10 minutes there. Southampton getting balls into the box. Tempo's just slowed down since then. Few misplaced balls. Jack Rose to take. Saints actually reached the knockout stages last season of this competition, but lost to Leicester at home in the end, 4-0, but did very well to progress in the first place against the Leicester side, who were flying high at the top of the PL2 Division 1 at the time. But if they can go on a good cup run, Saints, it really can attract the fans. When they reached the final in 2015, beat Blackburn, 12,000 were at St Mary's Stadium. Here is Mylov. Vokins. Callum Slattery won't keep it in play. Gotts again. Leeds keeping the ball well in that final third so far tonight. Here's Nicol, back to Gotts. Another consistent ball into the penalty area. Vokin sees to that. That's a Peter Kay Havitt ball out there towards the far side. In he goes to the grass verge. Still no goal so far. Still nothing in it though between these two sides here in the Premier League Cup. Saints have had 7 matches in the PL2 so far this season. 3 wins against Middlesbrough, Stoke and Newcastle. Drew to Manchester United and Fulham, but 2 defeats consecutively has moved Saints down from 1st to 5th. Just goes to show how tight it is at the moment at the top of that table, but a distraction from the league tonight. Here's Halm, back to Majerzik. Halm again. He's got a lot of the ball so far, the Leeds centre-back. But he didn't do anything with it that time. Back towards Rose. O'Driscoll. Forward from Smallbone. Obafemi flicks on. Couldn't find Valerie. Back to Majerzik for Leeds. But when Southampton did win the Premier League Cup in 2015, beat Blackburn 2-1 over 2 legs in extra time. Sam Gallagher with a winner in extra time. Late dramatic winner back then. Hosanna. Gotts. Wins it again, Slattery. That's about the 4th time he's done that tonight. Wins a free kick. A bit late to blow his whistle there, but Adrian Crouch eventually does. Oh, it's a clumsy ball. Leeds could capitalise here. They could well have done, but they took a deflection there from that shot from Stevens. Jordan Stevens comfortable in the end, and Rose hasn't, despite the fact Leeds have put some decent balls into the box, Rose hasn't been properly tested so far in that Southampton goal. Strychuk forward there from Diaz, the captain. Davis. He's got Ramsey close to him. Advantage Leeds United, halfway now through the first half already. Leeds with actually their first corner of the game. Big, tall centre-backs there, though. Hoping for a decent delivery from the far post. Into the box it goes. It's a real melee. Another corner, this time on the other side. Out from Vokins. Despite Diaz's best efforts there in Leeds United shirt. Leeds will try again. Another decent ball. Oh, and it could have gone anywhere off the line that time. And it came off his own man. Real opportunity. Best opportunity for Leeds so far. They could get another bite of the cherry here. This time it's Davis. Given away from Gotts. Maybe Southampton can get on the counter-attack here. Obafemi wants it. Wants that ball over the top. This time it's just Jankovic did the sensible thing, I suppose. Kept possession. Saints defended well here so far tonight. Need to keep this going. Ramsey to Valerie. Back to Ramsey. Thomas O'Connor, the Irishman. Signed a 2.5-year deal last year, Thomas O'Connor for Southampton, and he's gone from strength to strength ever since. He's really matured in his play. Back to Rose again. O'Connor once more. Heavy ball from O'Driscoll, was it? Well, it's in most occasions, but Obafemi was nearly there. That's how quick he is. And there he is once more. He's had a good solid game at fullback so far tonight, Kane Ramsey. Another decent challenge from him. And Southampton are saying about their decent start to the season they had. It all kind of started from last season, where they ended the season well. And it was a header originally, which came in that time for that chance from Helm for Leeds United's best chance of the match. Great clearance, and you have to say Callum Slattery, who cleared it off the line, he's defended magnificently tonight. He's always won those challenges in the middle of the park, and he was there once again to stop Leeds United from taking the lead. So he's done well there. Ramsey did well earlier as well to win that vital header in the box to stop Leeds from heading home. Leeds have certainly had their chances. Just about edged this one, you'd say. That time that's a foul on the new man, Jankovic. Big, tall, physical player. It's hard to believe he is still just 16 years of age. Here in the Premier League Cup, it's live online TV coverage. Southampton FC Facebook page and YouTube channel. Over halfway through the first half now. Good play that time from Obafemi. Valerie. Here they come, Southampton. Barnes. Well, one of a rare attempts on target so far for Southampton, but it was always going to be dealt with there from Myers-Ek. Certainly worth a go for Marcus Barnes. You've seen him score from there in the past. He's already scored 3 goals, Marcus Barnes, this season. The man who arrived from Wolves back in 2014. Here's Diaz. Looking to come forward once more. Too far for Hosanna. Another goal kick. I'm sure the second half will open up. I'm sure certainly got the potential to. But on that occasion, it was another misplaced ball. But in that situation, worth a go there from Barnes, but always harmlessly going into the goalkeeper's arms. Well, Carlos Corberan's done a very good job at Leeds United as their youth team coach, the 35-year-old. Spells in Saudi Arabia and Spain, and in June he was promoted to assistant head coach as well as youth team coach. So he's done a very good job there, replacing the departing Jason Blunt in 2017 for Leeds. Up against Ruddy Jahidi, who's been now at Southampton as the Under-23s coach for quite some time. Could be dangerous. Oh, it's casual, a bit too casual, got away with it. Leeds looking to get on the breakaway quickly, but they're not having any of it, Southampton. O'Connor wins it back to Ramsey. Slattery. Back to O'Connor. A line of four, wait for it for Saints. Decent through ball. An opportunity here. Smallbone. Obafemi in the box. Decent play for Southampton. Oh, and it was a brilliant little bit of build-up there. Just couldn't find that final ball. Much better from Southampton. Here come Leeds again. McCalmont. Good play. Excellent play again from Ramsey, who's run 40 yards up the field all of a sudden. Better from Southampton, though. Had that have found the back of the net, it would have been quite some goal. The tiki-taka football there from Southampton. Jankovic with a challenge. Vokins. Barnes to Jankovic. Slattery. There have been a fair few changes for Southampton since their last game, when they lost 2-0 at Reading. Decent ball. Barnes could be in again here. Better from Barnes. Hit with more purpose and power. In the end, Majacek positioned himself well there, but what a terrific run in the first place from Thomas O'Connor, once again from a defensive position to find Marcus Barnes. And that's 2 attempts from Barnes now in 5 minutes. That one had more power on it, but still not to be. But a decent few minutes that time from Southampton. Here at Staplewood, the Southampton FC training ground. Some good individual performances tonight from Southampton. That man O'Connor was one of them. That man on the balls played well as well, Valerie. So too is this man Ramsey. Callum Slattery's played well as well. Individually giving them a good account of themselves so far, Southampton, but just need to create more going forward. Another decent run from O'Connor. Ball down well again from Obafemi. This is his kind of territory, and he makes no mistake whatsoever. 4th goal of the season. He's got pace and power, and he turned his man brilliantly. And Saints start their Premier League Cup season with the opening goal. Southampton 1, Leeds United 0. Well, that was brilliant play. And you had to say that goal was coming over the last 2 or 3 minutes, really. Went one way, then the other. You fancied him from there. And then a slip up there from Strychuk. So Southampton take the lead. And Michael Obafemi, who has been pretty much threatening to do that since the start of the game. He's been in one-on-one with the keeper at one stage, but give him a chance like that, he will duly deliver. And good challenge from Smallbone. Leeds have given it away in the middle of the park a bit too often so far tonight. Here he is again, Obafemi. And again, just got a bit carried away there. Obafemi giving Southampton a 1-0 lead. O'Driscoll. Here he is again, O'Connor. Obafemi, misplaced ball. Just need to regroup again, Southampton, stay focused, hang on to this 1-0 lead. So we were saying Southampton have made a number of changes because Roddy Jahidi said there were plenty of tired legs at Reading. In their last game, he's looking to inject some fresh impetus. That's why the likes of Ramsey's come in, the likes of Jankovic also for Saints tonight. And I think after 3 games without a win, it doesn't do any harm to just inject that little bit of fresh impetus into the team. Here is Diaz for Leeds, looking to bounce back straight away. McCalmont to Gotts. Nickel. Good football this from Leeds United. Diaz again. Well, faint appeals, nothing given. Now Southampton now. Barnes making a decent run. So too is Valerie on the ball now. Miscommunication. Picked up from Halm. 10 to go in the first half. All important first goal for Southampton. Obafemi with a goal. Good challenge originally there from O'Driscoll. Nothing really in that, you have to say. Just fell awkwardly though. Hopefully he'll be okay. Looks like it's Davis on the floor for Leeds United, so it just gives a chance now for the players to regroup. Quick water break. That man opening the scoring. And he did it in style, to be fair. And once again, it was that man O'Connor with the assist. Once more, progressing from that defensive position. Moved quite far up the field in the first place to find him. Decent ball. Brought it down well. Give him a chance there, Obafemi. A slip in the box there from Strychik. And despite Myers getting a touch to it. Great left-footed strike. Still had it all to do there. Right-footed, I should say. And there we go, Southampton with that goal. And it was a fairly quiet game up to that point, although Southampton had 2, 3, 4 minute good period up to then. You felt like a goal was potentially coming. It was a decent period for them. Meanwhile, there's a big team talk going on here beneath us involving Leeds United and their coach. So we're going to have quite a bit of stoppage time now then all of a sudden. We haven't really had any stoppage up to this point tonight. As a reminder, Southampton senior side back in action on Sunday afternoon at home to Chelsea. It'd be great if Saints can get back to winning ways. It's going to be a tough old task against a Chelsea side flying high in the Premier League. That's Sunday afternoon kick-off. As for Ruddy Shahidi's men, don't play at home in the PL2 for another 2 weeks. That's at home to Wolves. We'll have live online TV coverage of that match as well. And all the reaction from him post-match you can see on our official Southampton FC page. Just follow our Twitter page as well and Facebook for more on Ruddy Shahidi's post-match interviews after this game. This is a decent scoreline so far for Leeds, for Southampton, because Leeds United, they top their table with 17 points from 8 games so far. 2 points above Sheffield United in second. Here is Obafemi. O'Driscoll. Slattery. To Vokins. Did well there, Marcus Barnes. Saints have won a number of games though since the turn of the year, really. 12 wins in 2018. And they had a wobble before Christmas last year, but they've come into their own ever since then. And if you include last season, they've only lost 4 of their last 19 in all competitions. And they lead here in the Premier League Cup against Leeds, 1-0. Michael Obafemi's goal. They could extend their lead here potentially. Not that time. They might get another go though. It was Jankovic who put the ball in the first place. Excellent play there from Obafemi to stop it from going out for a goal kick. Just a shame there that his touch was too heavy, but he might get another chance here. Obafemi for his brace. Not to be. Well marshalled there, to be fair, but bread and butter for Majacek in the Leeds United goal. Good play from Smallbone. That goal's just giving him that extra bit of Lisa life there. Michael Obafemi. 5 to play in the first half. On a fairly mild evening for this time of the year. Strychuk. O'Driscoll lets that go. Another goal kick. Just too far that time for Obafemi. Here is Gotts. Back to Majacek. Helm. Strychuk, who signed from Ajax in the summer. Or in January it was, in fact. Their 6th January signing was Strychuk. Callum Slattery. Jankovic. Good play. Marcus Barnes could be in here. Obafemi in front of him. Here he is again. Good football. Couldn't find the finish. Slattery with a shot. Not the finish required there. But that man, the Southampton captain tonight, Thomas O'Connor, has been instrumental so far in Saints' success here in the first half. Strychuk. Here is Helm, the 19-year-old who won the title in Finland a couple of years ago. Stevens gives it away. Ramsey back. Imagine we might have a fair few minutes of stoppage time because of that earlier injury. Luckily he's okay now. Everyone has been okay so far. No substitutions have had to have been made. Here is Gotts. Helm. Nickel. Mylov has been kept fairly quiet, really, in the first half. Not the ball wanted. Jack Rose picks it up. O'Driscoll. Smallbone. O'Driscoll again. Barnes. Obafemi, another brilliant turn from him. Still got to find Barnes though, potentially on the left-hand side, or he could even go it alone. Valerie. The board will go up soon. O'Driscoll. Good run from O'Connor. Once more, the Southampton defender. And the key to Southampton's success generally this season has been due to their decent defensive record. Conceded just 8 goals in 11 matches. That includes the tail end of last season, but this goes to show they've got something to build on. Majacek. Strychik. Helm for Leeds United. Off the head of Barnes. Well down, Davis has got options. Well, he had Stevens on the overlap, couldn't find him. Ball's about to go up from the 4th official. Three minutes to be expected, really, from that earlier injury. I think we wouldn't have had any, would it not, for that? 3 minutes for Leeds to try and get an equaliser. Southampton to stay focused. Here is McCalmont, the Northern Irishman, trying to find Gotts. Good play again there from Jake Vokins. And Jake Vokins making that place his own at left back ever since Will Wood left the club in the summer, went to Accrington Stanley. Now he's got a chance to make that left back place his own, which he has been doing since the start of the season. Will Wood, a number of players moving on to other clubs. Ollie Cook left the club, so did Richard Backery, Amani Little in the summer. While Olin Moller left, went to Scunthorpe. But that man, Jack Rose, who arrived over a year ago now, to take the goal kick with 2 minutes of the 3 of stoppage time left to play here this evening at Staplewood. Here in the Premier League Cup, Facebook and YouTube channel, Southampton FC, official pages and channels. Match number 1 of 6 in the group stages for both of these sides, and a Michael Obafemi goal separating these two teams. Up to that point, there wasn't a great deal in it between the sides, although it was a 3-4 minute period where Southampton were on top. Strychik. Nicol. Diaz. One last chance potentially to come then before half-time. Towards Hosanna. Vokins away. Gotts to take the throw for Leeds. Nichols there as an option. Vokins away once more. Once again. Marcus Barnes out of play. Good to see ease over those injuries now, which he suffered a couple of years ago. Marcus Barnes, he's had a decent couple of seasons now for Saints. There it is. There's a whistle. Adrian Crouch blows his whistle. And so far so good for Southampton, and so far so good for that man, Michael Obafemi, with a really decent finish from a decent ball from Thomas O'Connor. Apart from that, there hasn't been a great deal in between these sides. Leeds have also had opportunities. They've had a header in the box from Helm, cleared off the line from Callum Slattery, but that man Thomas O'Connor's been in amongst the action from minute one. And here we go. You can see where he picked the ball up from. It's a fantastic run from halfway inside his own half. And Obafemi still had it all to do here. Left his man on the floor. And he took it really well. And he now becomes, once again, Southampton's top goal scorer so far this season. His fourth of the season. Things going well so far for Southampton here in the Premier League Cup. And again, he had to go it alone. Well, he had an option, I suppose, to his right-hand side, Valerie, but it's going to be difficult to find him. Could the goalkeeper have done better? Well, either way, Michael Obafemi will not mind one bit, because he's given Southampton a 1-0 lead, and we will see what the second half will bring. Live TV online coverage continues in the second half. We'll be back in a quarter of an hour's time on Facebook and YouTube. But at half-time here at Staplewood, at the Southampton training ground, it's Southampton Under-23s 1, Leeds United Under-23s 0. Staplewood, Southampton Under-23s against Leeds United Under-23s. So far so good for Saints, lead by a goal to nil, and this is exactly how it happened in the Premier League Cup. O'Connor ran 50 yards up the field, ball down brilliantly from Michael Obafemi, his fourth goal of the season, and he still had so much to do when he brought it down, but a slip in the box from Strychek just opened it up there from Obafemi. And you can see he's had his head in his hands there. He thought he'd missed at first. He thought Majezek had saved. In truth, he probably should have done, but Michael Obafemi did terrifically well to put himself in that position in the first place, and that's where things stand at the moment. Apart from that, chances-wise, not a great deal in it between the two sides, but Saints have taken one of their chances so far. Leeds United haven't. Leeds to get us underway here in the second half. Live online TV coverage then of Southampton against Leeds Under-23s. It's the Premier League Cup, the first of 6 group matches here in the last 32. The top 2 in this group, involving Leeds, Southampton, Notts County and Newcastle, will progress to the knockout stages of the last 16, and then it will be one-off ties. That's when it really starts to get down to the nitty-gritty. But Leeds United, already a bit of a risky ball back already there, back towards Majezek, but he kicks it clear. Both teams unchanged in the second half. Go through those in a second. One of those players, Jankovic, who only arrived last month, is a new inclusion for Saints. And another new arrival, Kane Ramsey, who's given a good account of himself, hasn't put a foot wrong so far tonight for Saints. Jack Rose kicks it into Leeds territory. So Southampton Under-23s then have got Jack Rose in goal, Ramsey, O'Driscoll, Thomas O'Connor and Jake Vokins at the back. Jankovic and Slattery, the two in the middle, with Valerie, Smallbone and Marcus Barnes as the attacking midfielders behind Michael Obafemi up front. Southampton's substitutes: Christoph Clara, the defender, Adam Parks, the goalkeeper, Harry Hamlin, Nathan Teller and Tyreek Johnson, who's started the vast majority of the Under-23 games over the last 2.5 years, the former Watford and Swindon man, but he's on the bench tonight. Just goes to show the options there for Ruddy Shahidi in that attacking midfield department. Leeds play it across though from Strychek. Diaz. Those three, Strychek, Diaz and Halm, have got an awful lot of the ball for Leeds. When they have got possession, they've generally passed it amongst themselves. Stevens. Nickel. Leeds have got Majezek in goal. Diaz, Strychek and Halm at the back, with Davis and Gotts, the wing-backs. Nickel in the middle with McCalmont and Ozana and Stevens off Mylov. Leeds United substitutes: Ray, Amissa, Adore, Downing and Ollie Casey. In the meantime, what a brilliant run this is from Marcus Barnes. He could finish here, you know. Oh, and he so nearly does. And he probably should have done. Lovely run from Marcus Barnes. It was a fantastic run. Again, left Leeds United defender Halm on the floor. And he should have hit the target, really, but did all the hard work with that fantastic run. Brilliant solo run, again from the halfway line. And Saints have done that so well tonight, advancing forward from the halfway line on numerous occasions. This time it was Marcus Barnes, shake of the head. Disappointed he didn't hit the target there as he went to chip the goalkeeper. That could have made things a lot more comfortable for Saints, rather than what it is now, which is slightly nervy here in the Under-23s. Leeds going into this one on the back of a 2-0 win against Nottingham Forest. A match where they dominated possession and attempts on goal. That was in the Development League, where Leeds are top of the table. They won the Development North League last season as well. Now plying their trade, as they have been for some time now, in the Championship. Looking to get back into the Premier League this season for the first time for 15 years. It would be fantastic for Leeds United if they could get back into the top flight again. Top flight is really where Leeds United belong. Here is Diaz. As for Southampton, a home game against Chelsea to come on Sunday, the senior side. And now comes off the head of Slattery. A little bit clumsy there for Saints. Leeds have got 4 in the box all of a sudden. Here's Stevens. Misplaced ball, easily picked up from Jack Rose. Now all of a sudden it's becoming very end-to-end. Marcus Barnes, he's been lively already here in this second half. Good challenger now. Here is Stevens for Leeds. Jordan Stevens finds Nickel. Shot comes in at pace. Always a chest tight for Jack Rose. He looked comfortable from the beginning. But Leeds do have some midfielders that can cause some damage going forward. Here is Jan Valery. Arrived from Stade Rennais a few years ago for Southampton now. Playing as a right winger tonight. O'Connor, who had a fantastic first half, carrying on in the same vein in the second. Delicious ball to Obafemi. Obafemi, Slattery. Well, it was a terrific ball originally from O'Connor, and just patiently held that ball up there, Obafemi. Acres of space there for Callum Slattery. Just tried to place it under the keeper. Didn't work that time. Leeds still looking for a response. Brilliant challenge from Jankovic. Alexandre Jankovic. Just coming straight into the side and adapting well tonight. Leeds United are about to bring on Clark Adore. Substitution then for the away side. First substitution of the evening as well. Not going to be taken just yet. Davis to take the throw for Leeds. Another chance here for Hosanna. Not the ball required. Goal kick. Probably give them a chance now to make their substitution, Leeds. Need to do something. Get themselves back into this game this evening here at Staplewood. It's Davis who's coming off. He made some decent runs in the first half, but another option now for Leeds. More of an attacking substitution. Change in formation now for the away side, as they try desperately to get that equaliser. Jack Rose to take. He'll be in no rush to take it, which he's exactly not in a rush. Past the halfway line. Saints, who play the majority of their games here at Marshwood, the Under-23s, with 2 or 3 league games throughout the season, plus some cup matches at St Mary's Stadium. Always a different feel, always a good experience for the players. But 90% of their matches this season have been here at the training ground, the home games. Whereas Leeds play at 3 different grounds, the youngsters. They play at Thorpe Arch, the training ground, Ellen Road, and also at Guiseley's Nethermore Park, the Conference North club. But the pitch, as it always is here at Staplewood, is in magnificent condition. Diaz. Strychik with a magnificent ball, but the flag's up. Right idea. Vokins to take the free kick for Saints instead. We were saying about Southampton not winning for 3 in all competitions. Lost 1-0 at home to Aston Villa. That was the first defeat of the season. And then 2-0 at Reading. Their last match, though, in the Premier League International Cup, sandwich in between those two, was 1-1 against Porto. But looking to get more goals into their game against Southampton. This early stage of the season, you can move down a few places, which Saints have done from a couple of defeats. 1st to 5th. Here in the Premier League Cup, here's Valerie. Valerie, it's a unfavoured left foot. Adore, the substitute for Leeds United. Back from Diaz. Here is Majacek. Towards the door. Not going to be too far for him. Throw to Southampton. Saying about how many competitions Southampton have already played in this season. Also includes the youngsters played in the Hampshire Senior Cup when they beat Christchurch 2-0 in the last round. That was knockout stages. Here in the group stages, Jan Valerie with the second attempt on target for Southampton have had in the second half. Harmlessly picked up from Majacek in the Leeds goal. Leeds in possession, given away. This is a terrific run. Can he find the ball? He can. Smallbone. So close. Back again to Valerie. Vokins bursting down that left-hand side. Nickel. Adore. Leeds again, still in possession. Here he is again, the substitute. One in the box. Still looking for that opening. Back to McCalmont. Nickel. Goes from one side to the other. Rosanna. Trip on him. Bit of instruction there again from the Leeds coach. Carlos Cabaran on the sidelines. And looking back at that, Jake Vokins, another example there of just advancing up the field. Lovely ball. Callum Slattery, had he volleyed that into the top corner, what a goal that would have been. Not to be though, just one goal separating these two sides. Obafemi's first half strike, but in the meantime Leeds have got a free kick here in a very dangerous position here. The usual suspects up there, wait for it. Up to the far post, picked up easily again from Jack Rose, who's commanded his area magnificently so far tonight. Well, it was 2 second-half goals which saw Southampton lose their last match against Reading 2-0. 64 and 78 minutes. But with these new players in the side that have come in to freshen the team up, hopefully tiredness won't be too much of an issue for Saints tonight, despite all these matches they have had to play. Ramsey to take. Diaz. Stevens. Ozana. Headed away again from O'Connor. Lovely header away it was originally, but the volley was poor. And out for a goal kick from Stevens. Again, his unfavoured right-footed volley there towards goal. Approaching the hour mark here now then at the Staplewood training ground. Going with the script so far for Southampton. O'Connor. Here come Leeds again then. Here's Diaz. All over the top. They're in behind the defence and they take it really, really well, Leeds United. A lovely ball in behind the defence. And it was Diaz, the creator in the first place. He was the provider. And it was just 2 or 3 passes which just got them in behind the defence. And Leeds United, from a goal down, they were pushing and pushing to try and get that equaliser. And eventually it was a fantastic left-footed finish. Slots it underneath the goalkeeper. And Mylov took it really, really well for Leeds United. And Leeds get that equaliser. And really, Southampton will be ruining some of those missed opportunities in the second half. That shot which went straight at the keeper from Jan Valery. That's a great finish, to be fair to him. Left-footed. First time Leeds have really gone in behind that Southampton defence in the second half. And they've got that all-important equaliser, so it's where we were, back to 1-1, evenly poised now. Mylov with a finish. What can Southampton do now then to try and regain the lead? Again, a point won't be the end of the world for either of these sides. A decent point to start always is okay in the group stages. Just to start the Premier League Cup campaign with something. And Diaz plays it infield now. Leeds United again. Here is Nicol. Diaz. Mylov trying to get in there again for Leeds United. The Bulgarian striker getting on the score sheet. This time there's a foul on Helm. So it's Obafemi who gave Southampton the lead. Mylov with the equaliser for Leeds a few minutes ago. So it makes it 1-1. And here's a goal again. And again, all started from Helm again for Leeds United. Again, all it took was that one little ball over the top. And Mylov there with his left foot, this time leaving Jack Rose absolutely no chance in the Southampton goal. And it was Diaz who picked the ball up originally. Beautiful ball from him. You can see why Leeds United have started the season off as well as they have after 8 league matches. It is all square at Marchwood. Shajcik. Shajcik again. Diaz back again towards Shajcik for Leeds. Difficult to predict now which way this is going to go, but Leeds have had a bit more control really since that equaliser. More possession to adore the substitute. Door again, this time plays well there. Ramsey gets it away for Southampton. Obafemi, their goal scorer. Southampton, good play. Excellent play. Creates space. Lovely ball. Marcus Barnes could be in here. Another good save. Really good save from Majacek. But what a delightful ball again that time from Jankovic. Well, lovely ball there from him. Again, he's just really fitted into this side really well. And Marcus Barnes, he loves those kind of balls, played forward. But here is Diaz. Leeds again, 3 in the middle, good football from them. Oh, and it could easily have found the back of the net. Corner instead as Hosanna came forward for Leeds. More pressure coming from the away side. A nervy period for the home team. And again, that was the opportunity for Marcus Barnes. Just to put it underneath the goalkeeper, but he has played well tonight, Majacek. Generally dealt with most things that have come his way, apart from the goal, which arguably you would say he probably should have saved. But now Leeds have got a corner. Six, 7 Saints players in the box, flicked in. Another throw to Leeds. Well, the encouraging thing for Southampton is over 60% of their goals this season have come in the last half an hour. We're into the last quarter almost of this match now. Thinking time for Ruddy Jahidi. He was talking a few games ago about how important it is to keep the players' feet on the ground when they were top of the table. And equally now, it's important to try and get these players up again after that Leeds United equaliser. And they so nearly took the lead against Southampton a few minutes ago from Marcus Barnes, but it was saved in the end. Late challenge there from Diaz. Adrian Crouch is going to get his first yellow card out of the evening. This time on Slattery. Goes into the book. Adrian Crouch, his most recent game was down these parts. It was down in Havant Waterlooville, home to Solihull Moors in the National League last week. And he has produced 1 red card this season. That was another National League game between Bromley and Salford, but he's generally dealt well with this match so far. His first yellow card, and it was one which you had to say he had to give there. In the meantime, Southampton, those opportunities they've just got to believe will come their way in the same way as it did for Marcus Barnes a few minutes ago. O'Connor given away. Misplaced ball. Majacek picks it up. A rare misplaced ball from Tom O'Connor, has to be said, so far tonight. No substitutes made yet so far for Southampton, but you can imagine, as fat they are, lining up Nathan Teller to come on off the bench any second. Always a good option to bring on. Always causes problems to the opposition's defences with his pace and power. Teller to come on any second. And it looks as though Jan Valery is the man who's going to come off. Jankovic across, now another ball out towards the right. Here is Valery, perhaps with his last touch. He would have wanted to provide an assist. He's not going to get it that time. Ball's too heavy. And it goes out for a throw to Leeds United. So Teller on. Just that confirmation that it will be Jan Valery coming off. Just another option for Southampton here. Valery played well, particularly in the first half. But Nathan Teller arrived now from Arsenal a couple of years ago, where he said he could finally find a club that he can settle at now. Southampton. Burst on the scene with a terrific debut at St Mary's Stadium as well, where he was providing an assist after coming on off the bench. Here in the Premier League Cup then. Southampton Under-23s against Leeds United Under-23s on the Saints FC Facebook page and YouTube channel. 1-1. Southampton taking the lead in the first half. Leeds equalising through Mihajlovic about 10 minutes ago. And then out towards this left-hand side. Adore. And there's a great finish from Milov as the ball came over the top to equalise for the away side. In the meantime, here's Jankovic. O'Connor. O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll, like O'Connor, can also play in central midfield. Majority of their centre-backs can, to be honest, Southampton. They've also got Alfie Jones, who's enjoying a loan spell at St Mirren currently. Jankovic. Vokins keeps it in play. Now then, can he find the delivery? No, it's over Teller's head. McCalmont. Gotts, who's been quieter in the second half, had plenty of the ball in the first. He's gone back to a midfield position now, where he can also play Gotts. Here is Nicol, who signed a new deal last month until June 2020 for Leeds United. He was a key part in their title win last season. Talking of key parts, O'Driscoll has been a real rock at the back for Southampton as they moved to the top of the table 2 games ago, but they need to get back there again in the league. But here, Leeds in the Premier League Cup. Again, from Stevens, not causing too much trouble there for Rose again in the Southampton goal. Most shots have come straight at him, to be fair. Jordan Stevens. Actually was part of the first team in the summer. Made his debut in the first team in a pre-season friendly against York. Here's McCalmont. McCalmont again, who scored the winning goal for the Under-23s against Millwall last month. Out wide again, Ozana, too far for him. Saints win another throw. Well, Saints' goal came during a decent period where they were starting to build some pressure. You felt that goal was coming. They just need to find that 5-minute period again where they just push Leeds United back. At the moment, struggling to get in and really get in behind that Leeds defence in the second half, but they might do now. They could well do now. Here's Teller. Again, Obafemi out towards the left. It was an ambitious shot. Vokins could get there. He does. Throw to Saints. But when you've got the likes of Teller out there and Obafemi and Barnes, there's always a good chance that you will get in behind that Leeds defence. couple of times before the end of this match. Saints will certainly hope that's the case. Vokins to take. Slattery. Back to Rose. O'Driscoll. Ramsey. O'Connor. Vokins. Barnes. Teller. Still Nathan Teller. Oh, that was so close. Oh, and he's given a penalty. Ball into the box. Obafemi. High fives all round. And there is Mr. Adrian Crouch. And he made no mistake there by the looks of things. Let's have a look at it again. Straight to the spot. And a foul there on Obafemi, according to the referee Adrian Crouch. In again. That's a lovely ball. You have to say, credit has to go there to Nathan Teller down the right-hand side in the first place to cause all the problems. And now all of a sudden Southampton have a chance to retake the lead here within the last quarter of an hour of this match. It's been quiet from Southampton in the second half. They've not done a great deal. It's been Leeds United who've had the majority of the chances. They pegged Southampton back in the second half. But now, Callum Slattery has a chance to give Southampton the lead for the second time tonight. Adrian Crouch blows his whistle. Stays calm, steps up, and it's a brilliant penalty from Callum Slattery, who gives Saints a 2-1 lead. And Saints will hope that they will stay in front for the remainder of this match. And Slattery's got his second of the season. Saints 2, Leeds 1. And there he is again, Slattery. He was so calm and cool. He took his time to take that penalty, just to think about what he was going to do. But once again, Nathan Teller, the substitute, caused the problems in the first place. Obafemi brought down. And there was Callum Slattery. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Leeds 2-1 down. Southampton back in front here at Staplewood. Let's see if Southampton can hold on to that lead. The Leeds looking to come back. There's going to be a little bit of pressure coming from Leeds now between now and the end of the game. All in all, Saints can be pretty pleased with the start they've made to the season. 11 points from 7 in the league. Doing well in the Premier League International Cup and in the Hampshire Senior Cup, but they need to stay focused here. 2-1 they lead here in the Premier League Cup, and there was a lapse of concentration there almost. Got to take the throw for Leeds. Nickel. Good pressing from Michael Obafemi. Halm across towards the far right. Ozana plays it back to Halm again for Leeds. Away from Ramsey. Teller brings it down, who made that assist for that penalty, and here he goes again, Nathan Teller. Obafemi waits for it in the box. Teller could well go it alone. Oh, and he so nearly does. Brilliant play. Gets a small contingent in this Marcher training ground off the feet. And he was so close. Majacek had to see to that well there, and he did. And that really would have sealed things and made it game, set and match. as it is, game far from over. 2-1 Southampton lead. 1-0 they led at half-time. And that man's made the difference since coming on off the bench. 3, 4, 5 good runs he's made already since coming on. This time, rather than going on the outside, he went on the inside. Could so easily have given Southampton a 3-1 lead. Just another reminder, Radi Jahidi there on the edge of his technical area. Post-match interview reaction to come on SouthamptonFC.com. They will be delighted with the way his players have bounced back after that goal they conceded, but they need to make sure they don't concede again. Milov wins a free kick for Leeds, their goal scorer. So, substitution then for Leeds United. Matty Downing coming on. Hugo Diaz coming off. Hugo Diaz, who arrived from Deportivo La Coruña, has had a good game for Leeds, but now they've got to, again, just bring on a couple of substitutes. New system for them. Plays very much as a wing back, but now Leeds coming forward once more. Easily dealt with. Jack Rose will take his time. Certainly a lot more solid this season, Southampton. I mean, last season we saw a couple of 4-3s. There was a 3-3 in there as well. Certainly entertaining to watch, but they've just shored things up at the back. Although, Leeds have got 9 minutes to make it 2-2 and make it a bit of a 4-goal exciting game. I wouldn't say thriller, but it's been fairly consistent all the way through, really, as far as chances are concerned. Push there on Callum Slattery, who's really put himself about. Box-to-box midfielder. He's done his role brilliantly so far tonight. And he arrived many years ago now from Chelsea at the age of 8, Callum Slattery. Not that long to go now. Not too many stoppages we've had, so how many minutes of injury time we'll have. In about 8 minutes or so remains to be seen. Here's Teller again from Ramsey's ball. Another throw to Southampton. Forward again from Rose. Barnes. Given away. Chance of come on Barnsley there for Ruddy Gidi to try and claim that ball back. Here's a door for Leeds United. 1 or 2 substitutions they've made so far this evening. He's got an option to his left. Matty Downing was waiting for it. Couldn't find him. Now Southampton could try and get Leeds on the breakaway. Here's Ramsey. Strychuk wins it back for Leeds. Strychuk. Flags up. Bryce Hosanna is offside. Left to the penalty area, another free kick. Southampton win once more. Saints who've won a few games already so far at Marchwood this season. Started off with a win at home to Middlesbrough back in August. They're looking to build on that again tonight. And here was the penalty decision. A foul on Obafemi. And the referee was quick to point to the spot. He was right behind it as well, Adrian Quelch. And there was Callum Slattery to step up, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. And he was cool and composed. As cool as you want a midfielder to be when he steps up to take a penalty. He took his time to take it, but he knew exactly where he was going to put it. And he confused the goalkeeper, Majacek, and the Leeds goal in the process. 5 to play. Well, they'll do the sensible thing and leave it for Jack Rose to take. Despite Myalov's best efforts to try and get this game going a little bit quicker, but Southampton sticking to their game plan. Saying about these Hampshire Senior Cup, Premier League International Cup, they've also had the Checker Trade Trophy, of course, which Southampton have been involved in. Teller's header, throw to Leeds. But Saints have it where they want it at the moment. Downing to take. Here he is again, given away. Foul from Barnes, says the referee. Here is McCalmont for Leeds, looking for that quick breakaway once more. Stevens. Shajchuk. Downing to take the throw for Leeds. One or two potential more chances to come for Leeds. They're going to throw everything at it. A few long balls, direct balls into the box, I'm sure. Halm across towards the right. Leeds have got 3 on the edge of the penalty area. That will do for Southampton, just to waste a bit of time. Will Smallbone has done well, and again he's been in the under-18s the last couple of years, but he started appearing in the under-23 squad last season. Will Smallbone, similar kind of player to Callum Slattery, plays an attacking midfielder as well. So on for Leeds United comes Sami Amissa, their third and final substitution. Jordan Stevens comes off. Final throw of the dice. But he's grown and grown, Will Smallbone, ever since he scored that stunning FA Youth Cup goal against Manchester United a couple of years ago, which he described as a dream come true. But he's been solid tonight, as have Southampton, without really doing anything too much in the second half, although that man Nathan Teller has caused a lot of problems since coming on. And his pace and good ball in the box resulted in a penalty. Thrown in from Ramsey to Teller. Ramsey again. Saints already in the corner. Intend to keep it there. Looks fairly cool and calm on the sidelines, and he has throughout the evening. Well, not quite stoppage time yet, but Saints determined to keep it in that corner. Find out in a couple of minutes how many minutes of stoppage time we're going to have. Best case scenario that time for Leeds. They win a free kick. It's Majacek to take it. Going to throw men forward now, Leeds. Final few minutes here in the Premier League Cup. That's a foul, and it's given again against Leeds United. That certainly suits Southampton, who've got another free kick, just to tick the clock down even more. So after Wolves at home in 2 weeks then for Southampton, it's Sunderland away 9 days later. That's on a Sunday. And then West Bromwich Albion at home in the league. So Wolves won't be easy there. They're top of the table at the moment. There should be a good clash between the two. Chance for Saints to close the gap to the top of the table if they win, though, to within a point. Should be a good game, that one. Here it's been a fairly decent game. 3 goals, 1 in the first half for Southampton. Leeds equalising. Obafemi giving Saints the lead. The Callum Slattery penalty, regaining the lead. And now Leeds are running out of time. We're into stoppage time, and we're going to have 4 minutes of it. Leeds, maybe a couple more chances from them to come. But Saints have been professional last 10 minutes, generally kept it in Leeds' half. Here is McCalmont. Walk down. Could be another chance. Couldn't quite find Teller, but Leeds have another throw. Looks like Matty Downing's going to take it quickly. He does. McCalmont. Left from Nicol. Adore. Behind from Slattery. Is there a late twist to come here at Staplewood? Corner kick. Sammy Amissa to take. Goes for the short one. Chipped in again. That should be, well, headed away there. Good defending there just before Jack Rose could get there. Teller for Saints, maybe another substitution to come for Saints, potentially just to waste a bit of time. There's no sign of it just yet. Saints are very nearly there. It'll be huge for them in the Premier League Cup to get off to a winning start. With 5 more games to come in the Premier League Cup for them. As we're saying, Notts County and Newcastle also in their group. Also got to travel to Leeds later on in the season for the return fixture in this group stage in the Premier League Cup. But now is a time for Saints definitely to try and just get it into the corner. Not to be that time for Southampton. Back to Majacek. Strychuk. Hound back to Strychuk for Leeds. Options to his left. He certainly needs to get a move on Leeds. That's that ball into the box which they're looking for. Appeals. Well, Adrian Crouch was behind it, nothing given. Faint appeals for Mylov. Last few seconds. Well, that was that ball in the box. I did wonder whether Leeds were going to put it in the penalty area. Did take their time before doing so when the ball did come. It was a relief for everyone at Southampton as that ball just was misplaced and out for a goal kick. The referee looks at his watch. Headed on again from Barnes, volleyed back up into, that's not what Leeds want, especially at that stage when they're 2-1 down. Wherever that ball has ended up. Oh, there it is. I thought I'd gone out the training ground for a second. Thought he was going to have to climb over the fence. In the meantime, Southampton, foul against them. Leeds United win a free kick. Last chance to put the ball into Saints' half. They go backwards. There's the whistle. Southampton have done it. 2-1 they've won. They start the Premier League Cup campaign in style, twice taking the lead. First of all from that man, Michael Obafemi. Second of all from Callum Slattery, slotting home from the penalty spot. And Saints have won this game here at Marchwood by 2-1 against Leeds United Under-23s. And more importantly as well for Southampton, it's just great to get back to winning ways after 3 games without a win. And you get a feeling that Saints will win more games than they lose this season. But even so, it is a relief for everybody at Southampton to get that win again. Leeds United, I'm sure, as they won the North Development League last season, wouldn't be surprised if they won it again. They've got lots of good players there. But here was the goal. Great run from O'Connor, ran 50 yards up the field. Great play from Obafemi. Should have been saved, really, for Majacek, but take nothing away from that fantastic ball. And then talking of fantastic passes, that was a delicious ball from Diaz, who eventually got substituted. There was Mylov with only his one real chance of the game, in behind the defence, and Nathan Teller. It all changed again when Nathan Teller came on, caused all sorts of problems. And then his ball, Obafemi fouled Callum Slattery, as cool as you like, putting it into the back of the net to make it Southampton 2, Leeds United 1, and that is how it finished. Despite the game, not a great deal in it throughout, really, between the two sides. Job done then for Southampton, with Premier League Cup matches to come in the future against Newcastle and Notts County. The next live TV broadcast here at Staplewood in the league will be in 2 weeks' time at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Hope you can join us then. That will be on the Saints FC Facebook page and YouTube channel as ever. But thanks very much for watching this evening. Hope you enjoyed the game. And Saints hoping to move on and do well in a couple of weeks. As for Leeds, Burnley at home next Friday, followed by matches against Barnsley and Notts County. Job done then for Southampton here at Staplewood. It finished Southampton Under-23s 2 in the Premier League Cup, Leeds United 1.